What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Chris Lee back again with another video. As you can see by the title, this video was about what is a DLT physical and DLT drug test and why you have to have them before you get your CDL. I was just asked a question about this from one of you guys. The question was in regards to, well, this is the question it was about. It said, is the DLT card and the medical exam certificate the same thing? Because this guy said that his school said that the medical DLT physical, they said that he needs the physical and he needs a medical card. So I wanted to clear that up for anyone who has any speculation, any questions. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. I have notes that I've taken, and I will leave links to where I got my source. Some things I know because I've done them already. So we'll go ahead and talk about the DLT physical. The DLT physical is a physical exam or test to ensure wellness and good health. So I'm going to go over some things that they do during the DLT physical. They do check your height, they check your weight, they check your blood pressure and your heart rate. If your blood pressure or heart rate are too high, that could be an issue. If you have high blood pressure and things like that, that is an issue. I knew she was gonna call. Dang, I put this phone on just so she wouldn't call airplane mode. But let's get back into it. I'll call them back later, my wife and my son. If you have blood pressure issues, you want to get your blood pressure down as much as you can before you try to do that DLT physical. That will hinder you if your blood pressure is too high. Let's see. They do the patellar test, the patellar reflex test, which is the knee jerk test. They do check your ears, nose, eyes, and throat as well. Like I said, it's all for to check that you're ensure wellness and good health. Some of these things are specific to your state. They might do the cough test. If you're a guy, you might know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Where they check your your private parts and they make you cough. Yes, I've had that done, and you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. So next we'll talk about the DLT drug test. I've talked about this a lot on my channel, but it is part of your getting your DLT physical and your DLT certificate, your DLT card, passing that DLT drug test. I go into that in depth because it is a really big, as far as getting your CDL Class A license. You do have to get your medical card, your medical certificate, which is the same thing. Med card, med certificate. You do have to get all this done in the DLT physical before you get behind the wheel, before you get the CDL Class A, before you start anything. It all starts here. So just to kind of let you know, kind of get you aware of how this all works. This is the first step. The DLT drug test is required by the Department of Transportation before employment. Also, like I said, a lot of schools require it before you even jump in the truck at the school. It's a drug and alcohol test. So what the DLT drug test is, it's a 5-panel drug test. So there's 5 main drugs they're looking for. I'm not going to go into depth in them in this video. If you want a video about what those are, put it down in the comments, let me know. Also, make sure you like and subscribe if this information is helping you. But yeah, it's a 5-panel drug test, marijuana being one of them. And let's see, it's mostly, it is DLT regulated drug tests. They must use urine samples. I know a lot of people ask about hair, about dreads and stuff like that. A lot of people are concerned about the hair test. It is up to your employer, is what my thoughts are. It's up to your employer if they want to take that hair test, just to ensure that they have that you're telling the truth, that they have a safe driver, that they have somebody who's very responsible. That's why I would think that an employer would ask for a hair test, since it's not regulated by the Department of Transportation. They want the 5-panel drug test, which is they're going to hit you with a urine test. It's going to be a urine sample. So even if if you get in a wreck out here, they're going to ask you for a urine sample. Depending on the wreck, it might be a blood sample. So those are just the 3 ways that people take the test, the drug test, is urine, hair, and blood. But for the DOT regulated drug test, again, it is a urine sample that is used. I've had jobs where I've given urine, and I've had jobs where I've had to give hair. My second job at JB Hunt, they did ask for a hair follicle. I wasn't tripping. So the next thing is the DLT medical card or certificate. The DLT medical certificate or medical card, both of these are interchangeable, card and certificate, but they are talking about the same thing. So your DLT card, you have to do the DLT drug test and the DLT physical to get this card or certificate. It is issued after successfully passing the DLT physical and drug test. I'll say that again. The DLT medical certificate / card is issued after successfully passing the DLT physical and drug test. Okay. It has to be on you, like within arm's reach when you're in this truck. So I'm gonna reach my arm out, and if I don't have my DLT certificate, my DLT card, then, you know what I'm saying, when you get put over by DLT, that is an issue. So I'm gonna reach and I'm gonna grab this DLT certificate, and this needs to be on you. So I'm reaching. All right, I'm reaching. All right, boom. Got my Jordan permit book. All right, and my DLT card certificate. It should be right in the front. But you know what? We're not gonna trip about that because it's in here. Just give me a second, officer. Boom, got it. Okay. I'm not gonna show it to y'all because it has some like information on there with my address and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Medical examiner certificate. Okay, right there. Within arm's reach. It's a copy in here. The real one is, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, sweetheart. Alright? Don't worry about where the real one at. Alright? So I'll make sure, you know what I'm saying, that's in there. And probably make sure you want to make sure that it's updated, have the address and like all your current information. Because you will need that for your employer. Your employer will probably take you to get it, you know what I'm saying, an exam or DOT physical if you don't have it. Jordan carriers, they did take me to get a physical. I got a whole new, you know what I'm saying, card and all that with Jordan carriers, even though I had one. I think, no, when I went to JB Hunt, my medical card had expired. And they renewed it. JB Hunt, I think, renewed it. And then I went to Jordan Carriers, and I did another DLT physical, and I got another card. But back to this. This card must be on you at all times and in your truck within arm's reach. All right. You will need it for your employer to get hired. Okay. If you can't pass that test, if you can't pass the DLT physical or drug test, that will hinder you from being hired, getting your CDL Class A. So its validity, it is valid up to 24 months. Now that does not mean that you will always get the full 24 months. If your medical examiner sees that your blood pressure, you're having issues with the blood pressure, you're having issues with your weight, having issues keeping your heart rate down and stuff like that, you need a CPAP. They will give you less time on that card. So instead of getting a 24 months or 2 years length on your DLT or physical drug test, your DLT certificate, your DLT card. So let me start that over. That was kind of confusing. Okay. It's valid up to 24 months and that's up to your medical examiner's discretion. So if they feel like you having some issues with your blood pressure, your heart rate, your weight, sleep apnea or anything like that, they will lower that 24 months. They will make it 9 months, 6 months, 12 months, 16 months, whatever they feel like putting on that card is what they will put. They will bring you back in. You gotta take a whole nother exam to see if you're doing better, if you're doing worse, or if you stay the same. So if you're doing better, they might extend it from like 6 months to 12 months. If you're doing worse, they might bring it down from 12 months to 6 months. If you're doing the same, they might say you did it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, right? They'll keep it the same. And it's all up to their discretion. I've heard people bribing, you know what I'm saying, and getting it, you know what I'm saying, or people letting it slide or stuff like that, which, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But it is up to the medical examiner's discretion. That's probably why, you know what I'm saying, these companies want their own medical examiners to see, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with you, and why they make you do a whole new exam so they know for their record what's going on. So anybody who's getting a CDL Class A will need a DLT Medical Certificate. Like people in aviation and stuff like that, they need them. People on like these transport ships and stuff like that, they need them. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a requirement, especially for us truck drivers, to make sure that all of our ducks are in order, all of our stuff's in good, you know what I'm saying? Working out, keep all that blood pressure low, stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's how you pass this test. And, you know what I'm saying? No drugs. And if you can get all that, you know what I'm saying, then you're good to go. So I hope this answered the question. Is the DOT card and the medical certificate, they are both one and the same. You will need the physical and the drug test to get the medical DOT medical card or certificate. All right, it's your boy Chris Lee, signing out. Deuces.